Hi, welcome back. Nobody wants to think about it, but what if COVID-19 lasted for years? Well, Matt Perrin takes a look at a film that tries to answer that question. He joins us now with a review of Songbird.
Welcome to another Monday. Well, I'm doing weather today, so back in my old stomping grounds, and yes, dressed up once again. With nothing new opening in the local theaters this weekend, it was once again a return to streaming. The Prom was never in the mix for me, plus I did a Netflix movie last week. There were several other options, and I was this close to doing Safety, but I think we should save the feel-good movies for Christmas week. So with COVID numbers soaring, I decided to go with the first Hollywood movie shot in LA about the pandemic during the pandemic. So without any further ado, let's jump right into this film that we mentioned last week, Songbird. Our movie begins 4 years into the lockdown. The virus, now called COVID-23, has mutated. It is airborne, eats away at the brain, and is lethal within 48 hours. Everywhere has been locked down for years, and every day people must perform a temperature and body scan using their phone, and if an anomaly is detected, armed guards show up to escort the infected to quarantine zones, areas with deplorable conditions from which no one returns. Amid the new world are people who are immune to the virus. Their immunity is shown through program bracelets. As a result, some people make a fortune selling stolen and reprogrammed bracelets on the black market. Our story follows one of these immune people or Munies named Nico. He works as a delivery courier since he is allowed out into the world. Nico has fallen in love with Sarah, a woman in lockdown with her grandmother. The two have never met in person, but spend a lot of time communicating through the phone and front door, planning to be together in the future. Suddenly, chaos erupts when Grandma comes down with a fever. After failing her scan, it's only a matter of hours before the two are taken to a Q-zone, so Nico is in a race against time to find a black market immunity bracelet for her. As the movie progresses, we get to see this quest play out, along with the convergence of several side stories that, of course, although they seem unrelated, soon become woven together. Violence and terror erupt, and people are forced to act in ways they normally wouldn't, both to survive and protect those that they love. We can guess how all of this is going to play out, but with this deceitful and unhinged group of characters, we wait to see exactly how we're going to get there and who won't be crossing the finish line. So, what to say about this one? Really, there's not much to say, unfortunately. There is, of course, the clear message being portrayed that this is a dystopian future movie, but not outside the realm of possibilities if we don't do what we can to get this under control. Aside from that, I was overly underwhelmed. There is an incredibly strong cast here who are completely underutilized. The main characters of interest are the most unknown of the group, whereas Demi Moore, Bradley Whitford, Alexandra Daddario, Craig Robinson, and Peter Stormare are all thrown into relatively forgettable roles that don't further the story to the extent they could and should have. As I mentioned before, you become somewhat invested in the main story, but there's never really any doubt as to that outcome. I feel that this could have been a lot more. However, as a cautionary tale, it succeeds at least in not boring you. If you don't have the digital dollars saved up, I would avoid dropping the $20 charge on the streaming fee and wait until we reach a free platform. This has been your Monday Movie Musing. Back to you.